Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Crowd Chatter Podcast. And today is some more Bubble Watch videos. In this one, we'll be reviewing the Should Be In category. As I said in the previous one, if you guys have not seen it, which is the Locks category, or if you haven't seen the Work to Do category, go and watch both of those videos as well after this one. But the Should Be In category, this is the second week of us doing these videos, and so this is the second week that I'm recording this, and so I was excited to continue over the few weeks. But now let's go. Let's get into this. We got a lot to do, a lot of changes in this one, and a lot of changes in the other one too. But we start the ACC. These are all should be in teams. These are all teams that probably will find themselves in the NCAA tournament. Not necessarily, locks like the Purdue's of the world, but they should find themselves in the tournament when it comes. Miami has graduated to locked status, so they are no longer in this section, and neither is Clemson, as they've continued to lose a lot of games. As you'll see them in the work to do section. But the Clemson Tigers, they had a great run at the top of the top of the ACC, but that's continued to struggle. But have just struggled really since then. That's really hurt them. So they find themselves now out of the should be in section. NC State and Duke will remain in the should be in section with a newcomer in the Pitt Panthers. Graduating from the work to do category, the Pitt Panthers now are the new, I guess, Clemson Tigers as they find themselves atop of the ACC conference. A lot of bad non conference losses as they got blasted by both West Virginia and Michigan in the non conference. But these Pitt Panthers have amassed a lot of good wins since then, including a season sweep of North Carolina. So the Pitt Panthers really have done themselves a lot of favors with a lot of good wins recently in the ACC, which has gotten them to should be in status. So now they find themselves here and should be in behind NC State and the Duke Blue Devils. In the Big 12, we still only have one team, and that is TCU. Mike Miles, obviously being hurt, has really hurt this Horned Frog team. But TCU still good enough to be in this should be in section. Still has some nice wins, even though they have some bad ones too. TCU still is a team that should be in. Coming out of the Big East, we still have the Yukon Huskies, who remain here in the should be in section. And we'll have two newcomers, one of those being the Creighton Blue Jays, who just can't stop losing. I mean, now all of a sudden here in conference play, they have been outstanding, continuing to win games. I think they've now won 8 straight. So very impressive for the Creighton Blue Jays. And then the Providence Friars falling from the lock section will find themselves here in the should be in behind the Yukon Huskies, Providence. Some not great games lately. They've dropped a couple unexpected games that have just kind of hurt their season. And so they're still a team that should find themselves in the tournament, but I wouldn't consider them a lock at this point now. Coming out of the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers have also graduated to lock status, like the Miami Hurricanes, so they no longer find themselves here and should be in. And two new teams will join the should be in section here with the Northwestern Wildcats, curiously finding themselves here in the should be in category. And then Michigan State. They have won some games. They have done just enough to get themselves into this section now, into this situation, I would say. And Rutgers, Illinois, and Iowa, they all hold position here in the should be in category. All remaining as should be in solid teams coming out of the Big Ten. Pac 12 still has nobody else that really is a should be in team. They either have teams that are 100% lots for the NCAA tournament or teams that are like sitting on the bubble hoping that they get a miracle and find their way into the tournament. There's just nobody else coming out of the Pac 12 hardly. Out of the SEC, we still have both Missouri and Auburn as should be in teams. Couple unfortunate losses for both of these teams, but Missouri with a huge win at Tennessee. Auburn kind of just holding on for dear life in this section, but they're still a solid team, and they're still in this should be in section. As for the miscellaneous categories, San Diego State still remains here, and New Mexico, with some more losses, has fallen out of this section, and instead, the Aztecs will be joined by FAU. The Florida Atlantic Owls have just continued to win. They're now back in the top 25. FAU, obviously a non-power five team, so and not even just not even a Mountain West type conference. They're in one of those conferences where you'd expect a in one of those one bid conferences. So but Florida Atlantic, they've played pretty well. Only two losses on the year, being recently to UAB, which knocked them out of the top 25, of which they were ranked 19th not that long ago. And very early in the season on the road to Ole Miss. And then they ended up getting a win on the road against Florida pretty much immediately thereafter. So that looks really good on resume. But at 24, I think it's 24-2 now for these FAU Owls. They're building up a pretty good at-large resume. Obviously, they'll probably need even more than that. They want to get an at-large bid, but FAU is building up a decent resume. If they go the rest of the year really with two losses, I'd say they're almost a lock for the tournament, even if they were to lose early. So we'll have to see with FAU, but really, really good season from them, and really impressive to see how well the Owls have been playing. But that's it for this video. As I said, these videos are going to go a lot quicker now, since now I just have to adjust a couple teams. Y'all pretty much know about everybody else and how they've been playing, so it's not like I had to put all these teams in here to begin with and have to explain why I put everyone where I did. So that makes these videos go much faster. Anyways, like I said, that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, until next time, adios, everyone.